forward. All right, so we're gonna start with the basic warm-up that we started with before, just to keep some things the same. So we'll start with the stick on the floor, a stick in your hand. All right, so let's gently roll out the bottom of your foot with your arm extended forward, and we'll do some circles. So nice, easy roll out of your foot. Remember, you can tilt your foot in, tilt your foot out. A lot of muscles on the bottom of your feet that really like to be massaged. Almost as much as your shoulders, but not quite. All right, let's stir the other way. Pay attention to if you feel any knots or any extra tightness in your foot so you know where to target on the next round. All right, let's switch hands, switch feet. Remember, arms nice and straight. All of your fingers on the stick while you use the wrist. Doesn't matter how big the stir is. All right, let's reverse it. And let's go back to the beginning here. Arms outstretched. Find your little tight spots and give it a little bit of a pressure. Move, get a little bit of pressure, that type of thing. Let's do our propeller. So again, all the fingers on, nice light grip. Round as far as you can. Pause, and then all the way back around the other way. Feeling it inside the shoulder joint. Try and have the entire arm moving. Full internal and external rotation. All right, let's switch hands. And straight out, hips, feet, shoulders, everything straight ahead. All the way around. All right, so let's take that one stick off of the floor. And we'll place this stick across our shoulders. Loosen up that rib cage area, the whole thoracic spine. Get into our circles. We'll keep your hips right where they are. Nice gentle circles using the ribs. All right, let's reverse it. Making sure the stick stays nice solid contact with the shoulders the whole time. All right, let's pause in the middle. Let's go side to side. Slight reach, and then move the rib cage, reach the other way, trying to keep your stick as parallel to the floor as possible. Light squeeze to the glutes to lock those hips and legs in place. All right, so we'll start our teeter-totter. So we'll get right to the center and then drop the right side down. Feel a gentle stretch and then nice, easy drop to the other side. Remember, only go to where you start to feel your stretch and then move to the other side. Nice and smooth. All right, so now when we drop the right side, we're going to move that left hip out of the way. So get down a little bit further, get that stretch going down a little bit lower into the hips. Arms are just hanging out. Torso is doing all the work. All right, we'll finish on this one here down the left side. And now we take our feet a little bit wider and we get the legs involved. So as we bend down to the right, we bend the left leg. So try and reach down to touch the side of the right leg and then drop the left arm, bending the right leg. If you can't reach all the way down, don't worry about it. Don't force it. We got 40 minutes to go. We don't need to pull a muscle this early in the game. And let's just do one more on each side. All right, let's take the stick off of our shoulders, plant it in front of us. We're gonna do our folding over. So from here, you are gonna stick your hips back as a counterbalance. You're holding onto the stick only as a guide. Let your hips go back to feel a bit of a stretch in your hamstrings, a little bit into the shoulders. And now just squeeze your glutes and let's stand up tall. Do that a couple of times. Just stick your hips back and reach forward. Trying to elongate that spine. Come on up. And off we go again. Sticking the hips back, changing your center of gravity. That way you don't have to have a lot of pressure on the stick. Let's do that one more time. All right, so now we're gonna add our squat in there. So let's squat down, getting that stretching through the shoulders. Now straighten our legs out. Feel that stretch down the back of the legs. Then we'll bend the knees and we'll come up nice and tall. So keep the arms nice and straight the whole time. Squat down, get a little stretch to the upper back. Straighten the legs out, feel that in the hamstrings. Let's bend the knees and we'll stand tall. Do that 2 more times. So let's squat, straighten the legs out, nice gentle stretch, bending the knees, and let's stand tall. And we got one more. Let's squat it down, straighten the legs, feel that in the hamstrings, bend and stand tall. Okay, so the next 2 exercises we're gonna do are part of the workout, but they're also a bit of a warm-up as well. So this is called a primer for any folding exercises that we're going to be doing. We've done this before. You're just going to take your stick and you're going to have the 3 points of contact where it's the back of your head, your upper back, and then your lower back, the top of your tailbone, right in here. And you're going to hold it here. So all we're going to do here is we're just going to do a little bit of folding. So from here, we're just going to fold over, kind of the same we just did, but this time we're really focusing on keeping our back straight. As you go down, I want you to go down far enough. Do you feel that stretch in your lower back? I'm sorry, not your lower back. You shouldn't feel anything in your lower back. Your hamstrings. And then push your toes into the floor. Come up nice and tall. All right, so let's go back down again. Just keeping your balance. Don't worry if your hips are going forward or back. Go down as far until you feel that stretch. Push your toes into the floor and come on back up. Do that 2 more times. So let's fold. Down as far as you can. You feel that stretch in your hamstrings. Push your toes and come on up. We're gonna do that 1 more time. So let's fold. Down, feel it stretch. And then push your toes and all the way up. Good. So let's relax from that. We will be coming back for another set of that, but we're gonna be doing a superstar stretch to open everything up. So, standing with your sticks right beside your baby toes. Arms are out straight. We're going to step back with the right foot or left foot. So we're going to be getting a stretch automatically. Excuse me. All right. So from here, you can have your heel up or you can push it down. Whatever gives you the most stretch. So get into a bit of a pelvic tilt. Nice and light on the arms. Let's just open up. Let's lift the chest so we can stare up at the ceiling. I don't know why that was so hard to say. So a little bit of pressure in the sticks. And relax it up. Let's switch feet. So let's take that right foot back, getting that stretch into the hip right at the beginning, and let's open up. When you get down to the end, let's raise our chest. Let's look up at the ceiling. The hip's gonna go forward. Make sure you're squeezing your glutes so we don't put the lower back into all the tension. And let's slowly release. Come on up. Let's go 1 more time on each side. Let's step that left foot back. And bit of a pelvic tilt. Let's open up that chest. Look up as high as you can. squeezing that left glute. And relax, come on up. Now, if you're not sure how to squeeze that left glute on its own, just try to think of pushing your foot back. So I'm trying to like basically push my foot away from the sticks. So here I am in a nice tall position. Let's open up that chest, raise the chest up, looking at the ceiling. Push your toes away from each other or your feet away from each other. They'll activate that glute. And slowly release, come on up. All right, so let's go back to our hinging. So whatever hand you had up top last time, switch it up this time. So my left hand is up, so I'm taking my right hand, tucking it into your lower back. Now, if you have issues with your shoulders or your elbows or any reason why you can't get into this position, don't worry about it, just use the other arm. You can slowly work on this to get that range of motion. All right, so here we go. Let's do it again. All 3 points of contact. Let's fold forward. Down to feel that stretch in your hamstring. Slowly push your toes into the floor and come on back up. If when you're going down, your head comes off or your tailbone comes off or it just starts to pop up like this, stop there. Focus on trying to stay in point contact and then continue. So from here, let's go down. So if I start to round, focus on that and get that stick back to all 3 points of contact. Down for that stretch. Push your toes in and come on back up. Okay, we got 2 more to go. And slowly fold, bending from the hips. No movement of the back. Feel that stretch down the hamstrings. Push your toes and come on back up. Good, let's do that one more time. And let's fold. Nice big stretch down the hamstrings. Many of you feel this in your calves. And push the toes and come on up. Excellent. And let's do the superstar one more time. So, standing at the top of your mat, sticks are right beside your feet, arms are extended in the hammer position, and let's take that left foot back. All right, pelvic tilt to get that pre-stretch. Now let's open up, raise that chest up, look up to the ceiling, squeeze the glutes. By pushing, you can push your feet away from each other, that'll help. Really reach out to get that big stretch. And slowly release, come on up. Let's switch feet, putting that right foot back. If you feel a little bit wobbly, remember widen your stance. And so pelvic tilt, and let's open up, nice and relaxed on the arms. Raise that chest, squeeze the glute. Slowly release, come on back up. Now let's go one more time on each foot. If you feel this in your lower back, really focus on squeezing your glute and don't lean back as far because we want the hips going forward to allow you to go back. So it's not the lower back doing it, it's your hips. All right, let's open up. Push the hips forward, squeeze the glutes, raise that chest. And slowly release. And we'll switch one last time here. Right foot back. And zoom the position, get the hips in there. And let's open up. Raise that chest up nice and high. Superstar. And relax. You know it had to be said at least once, right? All right. So let's go on to the next page. So there's another new one for you where we will be kneeling on this one and using both sticks. Let me demonstrate first because it can be a little tricky. Now, range of motion wise, if you need to have a little bit more elevation with your knee, that's fine. You can use a pillow. You can even do this on like a short stool or something. It doesn't totally matter. You just can't do it. Well, you'll see how to modify it. So regular half kneeling position with 90 degrees everywhere. Now from this, I'm gonna have my sticks out as far as my arms are. That's where the stick is gonna land. So now what you wanna do is you wanna take your foot and try and get, my left foot is front. I'm gonna put my left heel where my sticks are. So I'm in a really extended position here. So what you wanna do, again, modify how you need to. You're gonna lunge forward to try and get that lower leg perpendicular to the floor. So we're gonna lunge forward. You're in a really big stretch position here. Now you wanna have an active foot. So it means I'm pushing my toes into the floor. So my foot isn't extended. As you can see my foot, my toes are in there. Now from here, All I'm gonna get you to do is extend that right leg to straighten it out. And then relax it down. And we're gonna do that 10 times. That was 1, we'll count that one. And let's go 2, squeeze. Relax it down all the way. 3, 4, big squeeze. 5, 6, try and straighten that leg out as much as you can. 7, remember it's all that back leg, that front leg is just holding you up. 8, 9, last big squeeze. 10, and relax down. Come back up nice and tall, and let's switch feet. All right, so let's get into half kneeling position. Arms are fully extended. Move that heel so it's right by the sticks if you can. Remember your active foot in the back. Let's lunge. If you can't get your foot or your lower leg perpendicular to the floor, don't worry so much on it. Just adjust so you're slightly comfortable. You don't want to be totally comfortable. All right, here we go. Let's extend that left leg, squeeze it straight, and relax it down. And squeeze. 2, 3, 4. So I don't have a lot of weight on my sticks. They're just more of a guide. So use the muscles in your legs to hold you up as much as possible. The sticks are there for balance. That's what, 4? 7. 9. And let's go 10. All right, and come on up. And let's come to a nice tall standing position. We're gonna do some bobbing bird. All right, just to do something different. All right, so just a basic bobbing bird, nothing fancy. So, stick is on my right foot, arms extended straight. Remember to keep that foot dorsiflexed, make the toes up. That left hand, put it wherever you need it for balance. Straighten everything up. Raise that right foot off the floor and let's fold. Back is nice and straight, everything straight. Get down to your end range. Now push to go a little further and then slowly come on back up. Now remember, when you're coming up, continue with that push. You gotta create your own resistance on that one. We're gonna do one more time before we switch. And let's fold. Make sure the core is braced all the way down as far as you can and give it a push. Get a little bit extra out of it and then slowly come on back up while you're still pushing. And relax. Hoo-ah. Well, this feels great on the legs, eh? You don't have to answer. I know you like it. All right, here we go. Everything straight. Lift that left foot up and let's fold. Down as far as you can. And then give it a push. All right, let's push those toes into the floor to come on up. Keep that tension, working the core. All right, we're gonna go one more time. Up, and let's fold. And give that push. And come on up. Excellent. All right, so because we like the first exercise so much, we're gonna do it again. Nice big stretch and a contraction. So while we're squeezing one area, we're able to stretch in another. That's what makes this exercise so good. So left foot forward, and I move my left foot out to where the sticks are. Let's lunge. So you get your lower leg parallel or perpendicular to the floor. So from here, active foot on the right, and let's start extending, going for 10. Squeeze. 1. Relax it down. 2. And remember, you're focusing on pushing your toes into the floor to get that extension. Push. Push. 4. And 5. Just focus on straightening the leg. If you come up, great, but that's not the exercise. The exercise is just to straighten that leg. Excellent, couple more. Big squeeze, straighten that leg. Last one, squeeze and relax, and then bring yourself back up. Now let's switch legs. All right, into a regular position. You can relax your hands a little bit, make sure in between each set here. So extend that foot out so the heel is where it needs to be. Let's lunge forward and let's straighten out that back leg and relax. 2, 3, 4, nice. 5, 6. Excellent. Keep squeezing. 7. Now remember, when you're squeezing your glutes nice and hard to do this, you're relaxing the hip flexor muscles on the front. And is that 10 or this is 10? Finish your 10. All right, let's relax. All right, come on up. We're going back to the bobbing bird one last time. Now remember with the bobbing bird, if you don't want to use both sticks, you don't have to. The stick on your opposite hand is only there for balance. If you don't need it, don't use it. All right, on the right foot, right hand on top, and everything nice and straight. Raise the right foot and let's fold. Bring it all the way down. And let's give it a push at the bottom. Create some resistance, work that core, and I'll slowly come on back up. Good. Now relax for a couple seconds. And let's do that again. Here we go. Fold. Bending at the hip. Back is super straight all the way down. Feel that stretch. Give it a push. Create resistance. And come on back up. Oops. And relax. Let's go to the other side. All right. On the right foot. Stick on the left. Here we go. Let's fold. Keeping everything nice and straight. Go down to feel that stretch. And then push. Create tension with your core. And then come on back up. When you're pushing, you're not just using your hand to push. You're using your core, your shoulder joint, your girdle. Here we go. Let's go one more time. Folding over. I got it end range. Give it a push. Try and squeeze it. And then come on up. Good. And let's relax. All right. So this is where we will be doing a half kneeling for the second exercise and an RDL, Romanian deadlift with a fly. We've done the Romanian deadlift before where the stick is going to be, I'll do it this way first. So I did this a couple of ways. One was having the sticks together behind me on the wall. And then I also did it with the sticks wide. I found with the sticks wide, it was a little weird and a little bit less balanced. So you can choose whichever works best for you. I'm gonna have mine together against the wall behind me with my arms extended. So from here, I'm gonna stand on my left foot. So I'm gonna do an RDL, so Romanian deadlift. This is where, if you don't have room in back, because I know I don't, just bend your knee. You don't have to stick your foot all the way out back, but your arms are gonna be, the stick's gonna be basically by your leg. I'm folding forward. And then from here, this is more for balance. Open up. So you're flying and then come on up nice and tall. And then we're gonna switch feet. So this is more just for balance and coordination using the upper and lower bodies. Let's fold. Keeping your back straight, and let's open. And then come on up. Good. Let's keep right on going. This is why I would like that primer at the beginning of the workout. Let's fold. So you really focus on keeping that back straight. When you get down, open up, squeeze the shoulders, and then come on up. Relax the arms down. Those two movements to get down. We're folding. And then when you get down there, then we open up for a fly, and then relax everything to come back up. We're gonna do 2 more on each leg. And let's fold on the left leg, right foot is off the floor. Down for the stretch, let's open up. And then come on up nice and gentle. Let's go on the right foot, folding. And open. And then relax up top. Now let's do that one more time for a total of 10 in total. Let's fold. Nice and smooth and easy. Let's open. And then come on up. There's a little bit of pressure on the sticks, remember, just so if they stay in place, that's going to create a little bit a better stretch for the chest and shoulders. Go one more final time down on the right foot, down for the stretch. Let's open and slowly come on up. All right. So this next exercise, for lack of a better name, basically just a half kneeling overhead heel tap. It's just what you're doing. So we're going into a half kneeling with my wall on my right side. I'm on my left knee. You will start on both, but it's the inside leg that's going to be moving. So just so you know, if my stick is pointing off, and also this is going to be up tall here. So you got to make sure you're in the right position away from the wall. So this is the starting position here. So I'm kneeling and my stick is resting up against the wall here. Now from this, again, you can go active toes, makes it a little bit better for you, for your feet. So from here, stack your shoulders, make sure you're nice and solid. Okay, so brace your core, brace your shoulders. Now take that inside foot, raise it up, tap the heel, and then bring it back to tap, and then relax it a little bit. And we're gonna do that a few times. All right. And let's take that knee, lift it up, tap the heel, and bring the knee back down. And 2 more times. Now, if you have to, you can do this modified by doing what? How can you modify this? Either higher, do another rep, you guys. If you have to modify, you can do this standing. Then just, once you're standing here, raise one foot, tap it forward, and then just bring it back. You're still gonna get a lot of benefits through the chest, the shoulders, the whole girdle area. You just won't be doing it kneeling. If you can't do it kneeling, don't worry about it. Let's turn around, let's switch. We're gonna go the other way. Now, because I'm in the corner, now you get to see what it looks like from the side. All right, so grab a hold of the end of your stick. Now your hands, I forgot to mention this, but you probably did it anyway, will be about shoulder width apart. Arms are fully extended as much as you can. Create a little bit of inward pressure into the wall. And now let's raise that inside leg, tap the heel, and then bring that knee back down. And give a slight relaxation to the shoulders, the chest and shoulders. All right, press and bring that leg up, tap, and bring that knee back down. Have as little movement as possible, except for that leg. 2 more times, let's go. Bring that knee up, tap, and then back down. Relax a couple seconds, stack the shoulders, go one last time. Tap. And relax. Good. So we're gonna come back to that, but we're gonna go into our RDL with a fly. So we'll do that one more time. So take your sticks, place them together at the wall. Now from the last set that we did, you can adjust to be closer or further away from the wall. I'm gonna move out just a little bit further. So my sticks are about a foot away from my thighs. That's how close I am to the end. All right, so gentle pressure into the sticks, and I'm on my left leg. Let's fold. Keeping your back super straight. Gentle pressure into the sticks. Let's open them up. And then slowly relax to come on back up. Now you can grab a hold of the top and just push your palms into the stick, or you can get a hammer grip. Each one will get your shoulders a little bit differently. So try each one just to see what gives you the most benefit. We're on our right foot now. Let's fold. And let's open. And let's slowly come on up. So adjust forward and back. Adjust your hands. Make sure you're getting the maximum you can. Let's fold on the left. Everyone's going to be a little bit different. Let's open. slowly come on up. Good. We'll switch feet on the right. Fold. And open, keeping pressure on the sticks, helping with balance. Okay, relax, come on up. And we're gonna go one more time each side. Let's fold. On the left, folding all the way over as much as you can. And let's open up, keeping the chest up, shoulder blades are down and back, and relax on the way up. And we're gonna do one final time on the right. And let's fold. And open, keeping that pressure, and relax. Good. Okay, so we're back to the half kneeling heel tap with wall assistance. Let's try and come up with shorter names, ones that I'll remember anyway. So let's kneel first, get into position, grab a hold of the stick. All right, remember to stack your shoulders so you're nice and solid. If you're really too high, your shoulders have basically very little stability. It's gonna make it a lot harder on the joint. So stacking, all right, let's raise that inside foot, bring it up, tap, and then bring it back down again. If you can do that without having your foot go out to the side, great, that's our goal. That's what we wanna try and do. Let's do that again. So stack, bring the foot up, tap, and down. Here we go again. Raise, tap, slide it back, and relax the touch, and we're gonna do one final time. And up, and back. Good, and relax. Let's go to the other side. So remember to try and have your arms as straight as you can. So it's not like the biceps and triceps doing a lot of the work, it's the stability muscle of the whole shoulder girdle working as much as possible. All right, arms are up, stack on the shoulders, bracing everything, and let's raise that inside leg, tap, and bring it back, and relax the touch, and stack, and reach forward with that heel, and bring it back. And let's go again. Tap. And relax. And one final round or repetition. Reach. And bring it back. Good. And rest. Definitely tell my left side's tighter than my right. My foot was sliding off the nice little pad there, slapping on the floor. All right, so we're gonna give the legs a bit of a rest, kinda. We're gonna hit the core and the shoulders. So we're gonna do our dumpy squat. That's the one where your stick is in the ceiling, but we're gonna add to it. And then we're also gonna be doing a kneeling, called the fruitcake stir, where we stir it this way, but we're gonna do it kneeling. So we're getting both directions for tension, just obviously not at the same time. So let's take our stick, place it into the ceiling in a nice solid spot. If you have a black end to your stick, try and put something over top. I don't want anybody complaining with the black dots on their ceiling. All right, so grab a hold of the stick wherever you want to. The main objective is to go into a squat. You're gonna hold that squat, and we're gonna stir. So we're gonna go around, and we're gonna go clockwise, and we're gonna count to 10. 1, 2. Make sure you keep that chest up. Keep that core braced. Come right into the chest. Full extension. Only the arms moving. And keep that constant tension into the ceiling. It might slide around a bit while we're doing this. James fell off the ceiling, so I went and checked mine. All right, go to 10, whatever number you're at. And let's relax. We'll come back for the second round and go the other way. Let's give our shoulders a bit of a rest. We're going to a kneeling position. If you don't want to do this kneeling, if you can't get down to your knees, you can do it standing. I just want to use kneeling because then it eliminates some of the use of your legs. So if you can do it kneeling, we're gonna be down on the floor. And the hand, remember too which hand you had on top. If your right hand was on top before, put your right hand on top here, but the next time we're gonna go left hand on top. It does make a bit of a difference. So from here, your hands are gonna be about, I can't say elbow level because that moves, below your shoulder. So you don't want it at your shoulder level because then you're gonna use the inside of your shoulder joint way too much. You're gonna have it a little bit lower. You can see on me, it's about bottom of my chest area. All right, so from here, stack everything. Squeeze your glutes, push your toes into the floor, brace your core, and let's clockwise, let's turn it. So the stick should be like only about 6 to 8 inches away from you while you're doing this, so that it's not, if it's too far away, it might feel a little different. So we're doing 10, nice and smooth and controlled. Remember to use your core and your shoulder girdle to push down on the stick. You'll obviously get it in the arms, but you want the core to be doing the work. If you don't feel it a lot in the core, lean a little bit forward. Get your hips in front of your knees without whacking yourself in the head with your stick. I did that purely as an example. I did that on purpose. When you finish your 10, and you can rest. Now we're gonna stand. I really should put a counter on this thing so I can talk and count. All right, take the stick back up. Remember your hands, my right hand was on top last time. That's what's dominant, so my left hand. Let's go into a squat. Again, kind of have the same position, so your hands are just below the shoulders. And make sure you get into a nice deep squat, brace that core, counterclockwise, going for 10. Keeping the elbows up. Nice solid circles. Huge amount of stability. Make sure all of your fingers are in contact with the stick the whole time. If you feel this in your lower back, tuck your tailbone under a little bit. And relax when you get to 10. Good. Now let's go back down to our kneeling position. Let's do this one more time. 10 times, counterclockwise, stack everything, squeeze your glutes, brace your core, use your core shoulder girdle to push down into the stick. Let's go. Creating as much tension as you can, as you feel you need to. A lot of core, a lot of shoulder. Nice and smooth and controlled. Think of this as a really, really thick fruit cake. Keep going until you get to your 10. If we're going a little faster than me, you can do extra if you want. Or not. All right, let's relax. Okay, so just for fun, because we still have time left, which I kind of knew we were going to, we're going to do 2 new core exercises, and both of them are on the floor. So one is another version of the dead bug, which we'll get into our dead bug position. Yeah, you should be able to see me. Okay, so you're going to start by sitting facing away from your wall. When you lie down, I'm going to start on my right leg. You're going to take the stick and place it on your thigh of the right leg, and the other end of the stick is going to be into the wall. Not literally, but it will be on the wall. So you're going to have to inchworm your way out a little bit there. Try and get your leg holding that stick on the wall the whole time. So from there, your arms can go wherever you need them for balance. What I'm going to get you to do is bring your left leg up So create tension with that right leg, and we're going to do 10 leg drops with that left side. Now, ideally, if you can do a circle, bring your heel up, down, bring it across the floor, and then up. Now, what I find is it's easier on the lower back is to crunch up a little bit. It takes the pressure off the low back, but keep that tension on the stick, otherwise it'll fall on your forehead. We're gonna do 10 big circles with that left leg. If you can, also, keep your foot up of the right leg. If you start to cramp a little bit, you can relax. Relax that leg, but keep that tension just for fun with the arm. When you finish your 10, you can relax both feet down, hold on to the stick, move it over slightly. So we're gonna go to the left side. Now, if you did get a little bit of cramping in your leg, it could be because of how high, or basically your leg is going more closer to 90 degrees at the hip. You can scoot in a little bit, so your leg is actually at a larger than 90-degree angle at your hip. I don't have a protractor on me, so I can't help you really with that, so you have to make it up. All right, let's press into the stick. Just a gentle pressure, and let's do that big circle with the right foot. Extend, slide it across the floor, and then get it up as high as you can, and continue going. So remember, go into a bit of a crunch to help, well, it'll give you more benefit, but it'll also help that low back. The more you squeeze the abdominals, the less that lower back has to do. That's it. Now you can mix it up. You can go 5 one way, 5 the other with your leg. Doesn't really matter. You're still doing a full extension. When you get done your 10, relax. All right, so the next exercise, which will be 5 on each side, and that'll take us to the end of the workout. We're gonna do side lying leg drops. So basically, we're gonna hold the stick. I'm gonna do it this way. Hopefully that's okay. So I'm lying sideways to my wall, and my hands are about shoulder width apart, arms are fully extended, and I'm in the dead bug position. So now you can have your legs straight, or you can have your legs bent. We're gonna drop our knees towards the wall as low as we can, and then bring your legs back up. Only halfway, only to the top, and then back down again. If you go the other way, you'll fly off the wall. So we're gonna do 5 one way and 5 the other. Nice and smooth and controlled, arms are straight. Use that core, pressing into the wall, and also rotating your knees up. Huge amount of rotation through your spine in a good way. Finish your 5, and then we'll switch, and we'll go the other way. Take a couple seconds to move around. Now, a lot of people are out of viewfinder for me, so I'm hoping everybody's okay. So with arms fully extended, bring the knees up. Now, the longer your legs are, basically the harder it's going to be. So you can rotate in, down as low as you can towards the floor with your knees, and then come on back up. Remember, you're not just trying to pull your legs up using your waist, you're also pushing into the wall with your arms and shoulders. You're getting double the benefit, creating tension from the bottom up and the top down. Let's finish off with 2 more. Or wherever you are with your 5. This is my last one. Excellent. Alrighty, let everybody come on up. Always like finishing with the arm cross T-zone stretch. So we'll finish with that, and we'll call it a night. So, hands wide on your, hands wide on your stick. Left arm up and over. Let's feel that stretch automatically, and hunch forward. Remember to keep your hips nice and tight to squeeze your glutes. And slowly come up. Spin the arms around. Right arm on top. Let's fold. Sorry, not fold, hunch. So many terms. As soon as you change one little thing, it's a new name. All right, come on up. Let's spin the arms one last time here. For the left arm on top, let's side bend to the right. Give a little bit of a pull with that bottom arm. Feel a little bit extra in the top of that shoulder area. Back of the back. Back of the back. Yeah. Spin the arms. Sure, there's a back of the back, just like a front of the front. Side bend to the left. And slowly release. And give it a spin. I meant to do that. All right. There you go. Have a good night, everybody.
Night.
I'll see you next time.
Yep.
Yeah.
Bye.